In the latest bluelock chapter, Two Pairs, we dive deeper into Kaiser's personality as he talks to Ness about his frustration with Isagi. Up until this point, Kaiser has seen bluelock ever since the under 20 match, and he has been taunting Isagi ever since he joined munchen. He came to bluelock specifically to meet Isagi, who made bluelock famous with his under 20 goal. He invites Isagi to become an obstacle for him to crush. Kaiser has his own egotistical style, and he enjoys crushing others and becoming the hero on the main stage. When Kaiser meets someone, he puts them as he sees fit, like in a play. He puts bluelock as a small play in his theater, and Isagi as the foolish clown who thought he was the protagonist. Kaiser made quite the first impression, as he is simply looking down on bluelock for his own amusement. I think Kaiser settled Isagi because he sees him as someone who is hopeful and motivated, and Kaiser wants to destroy that passion. He seems like someone who is all focused on power and skill. He will not bow down to people who he deems weaker than him. This is shown when he shows respect for Noah and doesn't talk back to him. Kaiser even admits he is truly happy when he is destroying other people's lives. This goes to say he is used to crushing people, and someone like Isagi wouldn't have been normal for him. But why is he so obsessed with Isagi? I think it comes down more to Isagi's play and his reactions to him. In the beginning, when Kaiser initiates contact with Isagi, he does not back down and instead accepts Kaiser's challenge. Even though Isagi recognizes Kaiser as a new generation World 11, he does not care. The old Isagi would have been more nervous, but now Isagi has the ego to match his words. Kaiser has a superiority complex. He expects absolute obedience and puts himself as a king who everyone should bow down to. He sees himself as a king that everyone should serve, and even advises KiiNGKhyy to not choose the wrong king. Kaiser thought of Isagi at first as just another insignificant scrub, but now he is exceeding his expectations of Isagi. Kaiser definitely has not shown us his true power so far because he has been looking down on everyone from the start. Now, I also don't think Kaiser will lose a match in the NEL League because he wants to increase his brand. Losing will not help that. Isagi keeps getting up many times even after Kaiser has shown him the vast difference in their strength. Our MC never goes down without a fight and continues to get back up because of his passion of becoming the best in the world. Bluelock allowed Isagi to turn his ego into someone who always gets back up. The more obstacles that are in Isagi's path, the more excited he gets. Bluelock was like a battlefield where you were constantly tested and trained. Everyone in bluelock was your ally and also your enemy. You needed an ego to match with becoming a striker, and Isagi learned this early on. Bluelock stained Isagi. He was able to learn the excitement of victory and the pleasure of scoring. He knows what it feels like to change the world with his own hands. He will not give up that resolve to anyone. He loves the feeling of a battlefield, and he wants to constantly be in it. This is something Kaiser does not understand from him. It irritates him. Isagi is definitely a twisted person. He clears all of his obstacles by the skin of his teeth. Kaiser came to bluelock to prove he's Noah's equal, or to use the auction system to win an even bigger offer and force his way out of munchen. Kaiser sees himself as secondary to Noah, and now he has an up-and-coming third guy coming to take his place, Isagi Yoichi. Kaiser has shown stints where he shows his capabilities, and everyone is amazed at this fact, but Isagi is secretly analyzing him. He even caught Kaiser off guard when Isagi says he found a way to crush him. He thought up until now he had finally made Isagi despair in their talent gap, but it was the exact opposite. Isagi has now proven to be bigger than the clown of the story that Kaiser made. Isagi even gets him back, asking Kaiser how does it feel to be the clown of his story. Kaiser is constantly attempting to ruin Isagi's climax, and Isagi keeps coming back with new ways to enter the final stage. Two actors battling it out as the king of the theater. Even on the first page of the Metavision chapter, chapter 182, we get this neat graphic with Isagi in the Japan uniform and Chris Prince and Kaiser behind them. Chris Prince already expects to see Isagi back at the World Cup to get his revenge. Kaiser will most likely be the same. Here's how I see the last game of PXG going. Isagi has focused on his skills more and continues to grow from the Ubers match. Either Isagi will win the game by inviting his own luck like he did in the under 20 match, or he will be in a spot where Kaiser is next to him again, but this time he's able to score on his own even with Kaiser on him. This will lead Kaiser to go on a revenge tour and declare on beating Isagi in the World Cup. Kaiser could even get a higher offer from another club and play for them, but I think Kaiser will ultimately be the final boss for the World Cup that Isagi has to beat in the finals. The rivalry between Isagi and Kaiser has been spectacular as Isagi has gained so many new skills at a way faster rate than he did at bluelock. Kaiser is the gap between Isagi and Noah. For Isagi to reach the #1 striker, he must go through Kaiser to do so. Isagi has stated his resolve to defeat Kaiser with goals. He has Metavision now, so he has the potential. He just has to be able to use Metavision for 90 minutes and then have a physical prowess to score the goal no matter who is in his way. I think Kaiser will beat Isagi right now in scoring the most goals, but Isagi will score the goal that matters the most at the end of the PXG match, making all of the other goals pointless. He will steal the spotlight and take all the credit. Kaiser will go down the villain route in darkness to defeat Isagi. I see it happening based off of the reason that Kaiser is playing now. He He already admitted he cannot be the #1 striker under Munich, whereas Isagi will take that challenge to defeat Noah. He has already used the world's #1 as a pawn and even devoured the world's #2. These are two things that made his Manshine match a masterclass. He is already 4th in rankings with a $50 million bid. Kaiser is upset he cannot crush someone like Isagi by now. He went after Isagi because Isagi thinks just like him. They both think as kings with servants under them. Isagi is more humble outside of the game, but we have all seen now that in-game Isagi will say whatever he wants to his teammates and enemies in-game and then shake their hand after like nothing happened. He is a game master, masquerading as a clown, says Kaiser. Which is true, Isagi's ego was sealed, so he's still trying to get back to that original ego that he had as a kid. Isagi's challenge to enter flow is to devour Kaiser, so he would keep coming for Kaiser and won't stop until he wins. Kaiser will eventually leave Munchen and throw everything away to defeat Isagi. I've never seen any of Isagi's other rivals be this concerned for Isagi. The closest was Rin, but even Rin has Itoshi Sae to worry about. All Kaiser keeps talking about in the latest chapters is his brand. If he devours Isagi, his brand will skyrocket. But what if he isn't able to devour Isagi and they lose in the Ubers match or the PXG match? His brand could deteriorate and that will make Kaiser flip. His stock will go down and then Isagi will become the main unit on Munich. The end of the Neo Egoist League will lead to the downfall of Michael Kaiser. He will go down a path of darkness just like Baro and attempt to defeat Isagi. Isagi will climb his way with Japan in the World Cup and they will see Kaiser again at the final. This is my prediction on how Blue Lock will end. Now Isagi has many rivals, even ones that have now been kicked out of Blue Lock, and it will be interesting to see if any of them come back to the World Cup on another country. I think the World Cup arc will be the best arc of Blue Lock if done correctly. The build up for the World Cup is the premise of Blue Lock. The whole point was to create a striker that can lead Japan to victory. Isagi has already stated on live TV that he will be the one to lead Japan to victory, so we will need to see that when the time comes. Well, this is just my theory anyways. I want to know what some of you guys think on how Blue Lock will end. What is Kaiser's fate if he cannot devour Isagi? Thank you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe for more, and I will be back in the next one. Peace.